Salah al-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, better known as Saladin, was born in Tikrit, Mesopotamia in 1137. His family, of Kurdish descent, were devout Sunni Muslims. They instilled in Saladin a strong sense of faith and a deep respect for Islamic law and traditions. Saladin's early life was marked by upheaval. His father, Najm ad-Din Ayyub, a military officer, had to move the family from Tikrit shortly after Saladin's birth. They eventually settled in Damascus, a city steeped in Islamic history and culture. This move would profoundly impact the young Saladin, shaping his worldview and ambitions. Life in Damascus exposed Saladin to a vibrant intellectual and military atmosphere. He witnessed firsthand the power struggles and the ever-present threat of the Crusader states to the west. These early experiences ignited within him a passion for knowledge and a desire to serve Islam. This desire would be the driving force behind his extraordinary life. Saladin's father recognized the importance of a good education and ensured his son received the best available. From a young age, Saladin was surrounded by an environment that valued knowledge and learning. His father, Ayyub, was not only a military leader but also a man who understood the power of education in shaping a person's destiny. He was taught by renowned scholars in Damascus, immersing himself in Islamic theology, jurisprudence, history, and literature. Damascus, a city known for its rich cultural and intellectual heritage, provided the perfect backdrop for Saladin's formative years. The city's libraries and schools were filled with texts and teachings from some of the greatest minds of the time. Saladin was a bright and eager student. His passion for learning was evident in his dedication and the hours he spent poring over books and scrolls. His teachers often remarked on his keen intellect and his ability to grasp complex concepts quickly. He excelled in his studies, particularly in the Quran and the Hadith, the sayings and traditions of the Prophet Muhammad. These religious texts were not just academic subjects for Saladin, they were the foundation of his moral and ethical beliefs. His deep understanding of these texts would later guide his decisions as a leader. Beyond religious studies, Saladin was also trained in horsemanship, swordsmanship, and military strategy. His education was holistic, ensuring he was well-rounded in both intellectual and physical pursuits. This dual focus on scholarly and martial training was crucial in preparing him for the challenges he would face in the future. He was deeply interested in the art of war, studying the tactics of great military leaders of the past, both Muslim and non-Muslim. Saladin's curiosity about military strategy was insatiable. He would spend hours analyzing battles, understanding the strengths and weaknesses of various tactics, and learning from the successes and failures of historical figures. This combination of intellectual and martial training would prove invaluable as he rose through the ranks. His ability to think strategically and act decisively was a direct result of his comprehensive education. Saladin's early training laid the groundwork for his future successes on the battlefield and in governance. Two figures significantly influenced Saladin's formative years: his uncle Asad ad-Din Shirkuh, a military commander, and Nur ad-Din Zangi, the powerful ruler of Syria. These mentors played pivotal roles in shaping his character and ambitions. They provided him with not only knowledge, but also opportunities to apply what he had learned in real-world scenarios. Shirkuh, a seasoned warrior, recognized his nephew's potential and took him under his wing, providing him with practical military experience. Under Shirkuh's guidance, Saladin participated in numerous campaigns, gaining first-hand experience in leadership and strategy. This mentorship was instrumental in honing his skills and building his confidence as a military leader. Nur ad-Din, known for his piety and military prowess, became Saladin's role model. Nur ad-Din's vision of a united Muslim front against the Crusaders deeply resonated with Saladin. He admired Nur ad-Din's dedication to justice, his strategic acumen, and his unwavering commitment to his people. He instilled in him the importance of unity and jihad in the face of the Crusader threat. This principle of unity would become a cornerstone of Saladin's own leadership philosophy. He understood that only through collective effort and solidarity could they hope to overcome the challenges posed by their adversaries. Saladin's early education and the influences of his mentors set the stage for his future achievements, shaping him into the legendary leader he would become. Saladin's military career began under the tutelage of his uncle Shirkuh. From a young age, Saladin was exposed to the rigors and discipline of military life. His uncle, a seasoned warrior and strategist, saw potential in the young Saladin and took him under his wing. Shirkuh's mentorship was not just about teaching the art of war, it was about instilling values of leadership, honor, and duty. Saladin learned to navigate the complexities of military strategy and the importance of earning the respect and loyalty of his men. He honed his skills on campaigns in Egypt, where the harsh desert environment and the constant threat of conflict provided a perfect training ground. The campaigns were grueling, testing Saladin's endurance and resolve. He learned to adapt to the ever-changing dynamics of warfare, mastering the art of desert combat and siege tactics. These experiences were crucial in shaping his military acumen and preparing him for the challenges that lay ahead. Egypt, at that time, was ruled by the Fatimid Caliphate, a regime that was in decline and rife with internal strife. The political instability and factionalism within the Fatimid court presented both challenges and opportunities for Saladin. He observed the weaknesses of the ruling elite and the discontent among the populace, understanding that true leadership required not just military might but also political savvy and the ability to unite people under a common cause. Shirkuh's trust in his nephew's abilities grew, and he entrusted him with increasingly important responsibilities. Saladin's role in the campaigns expanded, and he began to take on more significant leadership positions. His uncle's confidence in him was a testament to Saladin's growing competence and reliability. Saladin's ability to lead men into battle and his strategic insights earned him a reputation as a rising star in the military ranks. Saladin's intelligence, courage, and piety did not go unnoticed. His men admired his unwavering faith and his commitment to justice and mercy. He was not just a warrior. He was a leader who cared deeply for the well-being of his soldiers and the people he sought to protect. His piety and humility endeared him to many, and his reputation as a just and compassionate leader began to spread. He quickly rose through the ranks, earning the respect of his men and the admiration of his superiors. His leadership style was characterized by a blend of firmness and empathy, and he was known for his ability to inspire and motivate his troops. Saladin's rise was not just a result of his military prowess, but also his ability to connect with people on a personal level, fostering loyalty and dedication among his followers. His reputation as a skilled military strategist and a just and compassionate leader spread throughout the region. Saladin's name became synonymous with honor and integrity, and his strategic brilliance was recognized by allies and adversaries alike. He was a leader who could be trusted to make wise decisions in the heat of battle and to govern with fairness and wisdom in times of peace. In 1169, Shirkuh, having become vizier of Egypt, died unexpectedly. His death left a power vacuum in the Fatimid court, and the question of succession loomed large. The sudden loss of his mentor was a significant blow to Saladin, but it also presented an opportunity for him to step into a leadership role. The Fatimid Caliphate needed a strong and capable leader to navigate the turbulent times ahead. Saladin, then in his early 30s, was appointed vizier in his place, a position of immense responsibility and influence. This appointment was not just a recognition of his abilities, but also a testament to the trust placed in him by the Fatimid Caliph. Saladin's rise to power was swift, and he now found himself at the helm of one of the most important regions in the Islamic world. The Fatimid Caliph's decision to appoint Saladin as vizier was a strategic move, reflecting the Caliph's confidence in Saladin's ability to lead and stabilize the region. Saladin's appointment was a turning point, marking the beginning of a new era in Egyptian history. He was now in a position to implement his vision for a united and prosperous Egypt, free from the internal divisions that had plagued the Fatimid regime. This appointment marked a turning point in Saladin's life. It was a moment of both great opportunity and immense responsibility. Saladin understood that his actions and decisions would shape the future of Egypt and the broader Islamic world. He approached his new role with a sense of purpose and determination, ready to face the challenges that lay ahead. He was now the most powerful man in Egypt, a position that came with both privileges and burdens. Saladin's rise to power was a testament to his skill, character, and the trust he had earned from those around him. He was determined to use his newfound authority to bring about positive change and to fulfill the potential that his uncle had seen in him, a position that would be the springboard for his future conquests. Saladin's journey was just beginning, and his leadership would soon be tested on the grand stage of history. His vision for a united Islamic world and his commitment to justice and compassion would guide him as he embarked on a path that would leave an indelible mark on history. As vizier, Saladin moved swiftly to consolidate his power. He understood that to achieve his grand vision, he needed a strong and loyal base. His first step was to secure the loyalty of the Egyptian army, which was crucial for maintaining control over the region. Saladin reformed the Egyptian army, replacing Fatimid officials with his own loyal followers. This move was not just about loyalty, it was also about efficiency and effectiveness. He introduced rigorous training programs and stricter military discipline, ensuring that his forces were well prepared for any conflict. His goal was to create a united and powerful Muslim state capable of resisting the Crusader kingdoms to the north. The Crusaders had established several strongholds in the region, and Saladin knew that a fragmented Muslim world would be unable to withstand their advances. In 1171, Saladin took a bold step. Recognizing the need for a unified religious and political front, he made a decisive move that would change the course of history. He abolished the Fatimid Caliphate, which had ruled Egypt for centuries. This was a significant and risky move, as it meant dismantling an established power structure. Saladin then proclaimed the Abbasid Caliph of Baghdad as the rightful ruler of Egypt. This act was not just symbolic, it was a strategic move to align Egypt with the broader Sunni Muslim world. This act restored Egypt to Sunni rule, ending the Shiite Fatimid dynasty. It was a move that resonated deeply with many Egyptians and other Sunni Muslims, who saw it as a return to Orthodox Islam. This marked the beginning of the Ayyubid dynasty, named after Saladin's father, Ayyub. The new dynasty would go on to play a crucial role in the politics and military campaigns of the region. Saladin's ambition now extended beyond Egypt. He envisioned a unified Muslim world, free from the threat of the Crusaders and other external forces. He aimed to unite all the Muslim lands under a single banner. This was not just a political ambition but also a deeply personal mission for Saladin, who saw himself as a defender of the faith. His ultimate goal was to drive out the Crusaders from the Holy Land. The Crusaders had captured Jerusalem and other key cities, and Saladin was determined to reclaim these sacred sites for Islam. After securing Egypt, Saladin turned his attention towards Syria. The region was fragmented, with various Muslim principalities often at odds with each other. He launched a series of campaigns against these fragmented principalities using both military force and diplomatic negotiations to bring them under his control. Gradually, Saladin succeeded in uniting them under his rule. His ability to combine military prowess with strategic alliances made him a formidable leader. His military brilliance, combined with his reputation for justice and mercy, won him widespread support. People admired him not just as a warrior, but also as a just ruler who cared for his subjects. By 1183, Saladin had become the undisputed ruler of both Egypt and Syria. His vision of a united Muslim world was becoming a reality. Fulfilling his long-held ambition of uniting Muslim lands, Saladin's legacy would endure for centuries, inspiring future generations of leaders and warriors.